Ladies and gentlemen, as 2020 comes to a close, I just wanted to present you with 10 years of Protomario. Yes, I've been on YouTube for around 10 years coming up this February, so why not? It's a new year. So instead of putting together 10 years worth of videos, I figured why not do 1 minute per year.
Reviewing a Sony 52-inch Bravia LCD TV, a Sony soundbar system, and a Sony Blu-ray DVD player.
This is Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door for the Nintendo GameCube. A great buy and a great addition to anyone's library. Sonic Adventure is a massive game. It brought graphics not seen before. These were amazing, amazing graphics for the time. I mean, the Dreamcast was boasting to be one of the best systems ever. This is how it works. You would press this button, pull this sucker off right here, and then it would just sit right there. And here's the connection for the hard drive. Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising is known in Japan as Game Boy Wars Advance 2. It is a turn-based tactics video game just like the original developed for Game Boy Advance. Very interesting remodeling of the NES, and it works with almost every single NES game out there. I picked this up initially from a specialty shop. Pretty much right off the bat, Soul Silver and Heart Gold are a remake of the original Pokemon Silver and Gold for the Game Boy Color, I believe. And, no, not the Game Boy Color, just regular Game Boy. Yes, it's the Game Boy Pocket Battery Eater Extraordinaire. You might be saying, hey Protomario, that's craziness. Game Boys never ate batteries. That's ridiculous. You didn't beat his Raticate into death, because, in fact, you do that with every single one of his Pokemon. You defeat him. Period. Whether or not Gary's Blues, whatever, Raticate was switched out or killed, he makes no mention to the fact that he lost a Pokemon and it's dead. What it does is it has the arcade games actually on the disc and allows you to play them from the disc. But once again, this game happens to suffer from the same problem that all these types of arcade discs suffer from. Every time you want to play a different game, you have to actually exit out to the dashboard and select it from your game collection rather than just selecting it on the disc. Let's move it so we can actually see it. Whoa! I'll be showing my face now. So we got ourselves a Super Boy. And instead of being a Super Boy, it is a Soup-a Boy. This game is in alliance and side by side with another game known as Blue Rescue Team. A game known as Xenoblade Chronicles is being brought back to GameStop under something known as Vintage Video Games. And the tagline is, you asked, we delivered, Xenoblade Chronicles. Okay, first of all, I didn't ask for a guy. He went to get the Master Ball so he could recapture Mewtwo, and Mewtwo wouldn't destroy the world, because no one else would have known Mewtwo's power better than Giovanni. So, in some weird way, shape, and form, Red stopped the man who was going to save the world. While this Mega Man is very basic and is one of the few Mega Mans that actually has less than 8 Robot Masters, it is still the first entry to the franchise, so if you have never played Mega Man, this would be a great place to begin. The Rock Candy Controller, how does it feel? How does it act? Does it do what is necessary to be done? Yes, it does. The buttons, well, some of them feel really stiff, like the RB bumpers. In the Winter Consumer Electronics Show of 1994, Sega brainstormed the idea to compete against Atari by upgrading the Genesis's color palette. Project Jupiter was the code name, and it would feature not only a better color palette, but a lower cost than the upcoming Saturn. They discovered that there were already some pictures in the system's memory, about a dozen pornographic images. Oh good, here's a quote from It was a shocker because we had family there, and there were a lot of kids there. Missing No might be the most famous glitch in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. But what about the other glitches? Or I could just insert things into Jigglypuff. We have ourselves Pokemon Blue, sealed, and Pokemon Silver, sealed. Very nice. I paid $40 for both of these. When I went to the library, I found this randomly. It was really weird how it just jutted out and I saw it and instantly it caught my eye and I had to check it out. But the strangest thing is that this is the same looking vine that I donated so many years ago.
Kyushu is roughly 35,640 square kilometers, or 13,760 square miles. The United States are roughly 3.806 million square miles. Taking half of that, the meteor's impact would destroy roughly 1.403 million square miles. So that would mean the entirety of Hone would have been destroyed if the meteor had fallen, right? Well, that is correct, but it isn't just solid ground.
Weapons are a bigger part of this game than the actual bikes, honestly. Though most of them are identical, from the pipe to the sword, they really feel the same. Guns are available in this game and take a huge learning curve to learn. Aiming and shooting is difficult, to say the least, but the most effective way of dealing with enemies. Ash. Ash is 3 letters. A is 1 in the alphabet. Ash had 1 starter, Pikachu, whose number is 25. 25 times 6 is 150. There are 150 Pokemon originally, except for 1, Mew. Mew is 151. 151 minus 150 is 1. There is only 1 time Ash beat a league, the Orange Islands. There were only 4 badges, 4 islands, and 1 trophy. 4 minus 1 is 3. There are 3 starters in Red and Blue. Each starter is super effective. They do 2 times the damage on each other. 3 minus 2 is 1. There is 1 Poke League. The Poke League has 4 trainers. A 5th trainer came later. 5 minus 4 is 1. There can only be 1 champion. Red and Blue were both champions once. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Illuminati confirmed. But wait, did you see that? This is a Mega Evolution ring, the same that Lysander wears. What I did was I ripped off the Mega Evolution marble here, little marbleization part that it had going on, and I glued it in there.
Today's video was suggested by Thug Life Charmander, and they asked, can trainers use borrowed Pokemon? Examples consist of Eevee above Game Freak headquarters in Red and Blue, the egg directly after the first gym in Gold and Silver, and selecting a Pokemon to defend the good professor in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. It is interesting that if given, Pokemon for the most part will listen to their trainer, with the exception of Pikachu and Charizard in the end.
These look like something that my viewers would actually want to go and buy, instead of just some crazy promotional material.
Hi! I'm Whitney! I saw you at the radio tower just now! Everyone was in the Pokemon, so I got into it too!
Why am I getting such little views? And I think it might be due to the fact that YouTube just isn't alerting people. I'm still getting comments from people saying that YouTube has unsubscribed them from me numerous times. Initially, I had done a video detailing how similar Earthbound was to Pokemon. So much so that Pokemon had become what Earthbound once was. You could say it was evolving. He had heard rumors of a Pokemon capable of putting them to sleep. He had spoken to people about this at Mount Pyre. He flew fast as he could on his Pokemon's back to Sky Pillar, climbing it while the weather was destroying the world outside. Then he saw Rayquaza there atop it. He pleaded with Rayquaza to no avail. There was no way around this. He would have to battle it and prove his worth by capturing it. But it was far too massive. However, the fate of the world depended on this. Kinda lame that YouTube would be promoting such a massive creator who already has literally millions of followers. Now here's the first problem. Why is he throwing Z's, glitched out S's? Yeah, this is the strangest glitch I've ever seen in my life. I've never had this happen before. He's throwing glitched out Z's and S's at me. I have no idea what happened here. I'm dead serious when I say I have no idea what happened here. Why it matters. Nintendo's greatest success versus Nintendo's greatest failures. Nintendo is on a hot streak. And as I've stated before, it's like a 20-year cycle. Things 20 years ago are popular once again. Pokemon Stadium is quite possibly one of the most difficult Pokemon games I've ever played in my life. To the point where it's ridiculous.
Loser! You're a loser!
$20 for 620 NES games isn't bad, right? Mortal Kombat 4! I don't remember that being on the NES. Mario 10 is, Well, I guess if you don't have an NES Classic and you haven't hacked it to put 620 games on it, then yeah, it's pretty cool. Why does Brock keep his eyes closed? Well, the answer is Brock is portrayed as a stereotypical character who should be banned from television because it's the current year. Brock does open his eyes. It's just not often, right? Yeah, I wasn't lying. I absolutely have Corona. COVID-19. Or there's Megahorn, that's really strong. A bug move capable of one-hit KOing Psychic-type Pokemon easily. Just one problem. The Pokemon that can get those moves are all pretty weak to Psychic types. So when you're walking along and you see these Pokemon randomly just appear, that's from that. It saves on a lot of the resources allocated to the hardware. And here, in Pokemon Sword and Shield, you can see pretty far away. And it's pretty nice. It's something that has come a long way in terms of gaming technology. Because of online play, using the link cable with Game Boys, and being able to battle another trainer, you can battle Pokemon upwards of level 255